We expect to see tonight great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Now here's Garland. The 3-ball. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And we talk about how Mitchell does a little of everything. I mean, that was just great hustle.
Pass to Porzingis. Out to the right wing. Young from long range. Cavaliers with a rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Outside Garland. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead. Up 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Hunter in at small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Risache. Pass to Porzingis. The 3. Mobley grabs the board. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Yep, count it.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully, it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. Thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season, at least. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the court.
On the floor for Atlanta. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Young in at the one spot. Young, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Young. Now Daniels. Pass to Young. Fires the three. Nice tray. So good.
Yeah, seemingly unlimited range for Young. He is always confident.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Outside Risache. Now Johnson. Covered by Mobley. Pass to Young. Outside Johnson. This one for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched three so far in this one. The Cavaliers on top, up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. It's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward. And it's Allen in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Now Hunter. Mitchell fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson outside to tie it up. Oh, it's off target. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Darius Garland.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Look, that's a pressure moment, and he came through.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Searching for a fast bucket and a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now Johnson. Here's Daniels. Shoots a 3. Cleared away by Mobley. And so they foul intentionally.
First, third team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Evan Mobley. taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're losing by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Young, Cash from downtown.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long and good night, everyone.